pondered upon the cliche multimedia is making the world smaller? At first, it may sound like any other overused phrase, but as we take the course MMS 100 Introduction to Multimedia, I have come to a realization on how true it is. Before I proceed, hello, I am Riza Sarangaya, and today I am happy to share my learnings, experiences, and future expectations for the course. As we have previously discussed, multimedia connects people, ideas, and cultures across vast distances, whether through social media, streaming platforms, or interactive websites. Multimedia does not make the world smaller. It makes more people feel connected, accessible, and engaging. One of my biggest learnings by far from the course is that multimedia studies is so much more than creating eye-catching visuals. It is about telling stories and solving problems in ways that resonate with people. One of the modules that I appreciated the most is about design thinking. As discussed, design thinking is a process that puts the user or audience at the center of everything one creates. This 5-step approach, empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing has completely shifted how I approach projects. For example, when designing a project, I no longer solely focus on making it visually appealing. I now start by understanding the user's needs and brainstorming ways to make the project functional, accessible, and easy to navigate. Another key learning experience has been understanding the technical foundation of digital images. Before, I never thought much about how images work. I just enjoyed how they looked. Now I know that every image is made up of pixels, with its quality defined by its resolutions and its colors determined by the red, green, and blue RGB color model. This knowledge has been surprisingly useful. For instance, I have learned how to balance image quality and file size, which is critical when creating content for projects. Compression formats such as JPEG and PNG were initially confusing to me, but experimenting with them helped me see how to keep visuals clear without making file sizes too large. However, if I were to admit, I have my fair share of challenges. One of the biggest challenges for me was getting comfortable with new concepts, terminologies, and software tools. At first, everything felt overwhelming. Simple tasks like layering or resizing images took me forever. But I tackled this by breaking down my learning into smaller steps and watching tutorials, which made things click over time. Another challenge was balancing creativity with technical limitations. For example, when I work on an infographic, I initially used high-resolution images and vibrant designs that looked amazing but made the file size way too big to share online. Through trial and error, I learned how to simplify my designs while still making them impactful. As I reflect on how my understanding has evolved, I realize that I have gone from seeing multimedia as purely creative to understanding its broader role in society. Multimedia is not just about making things look or sound good. It is a way to communicate, to solve problems, and even influence behavior. A simple advertisement, a viral video, or a well-designed application can shape how people think, feel, or act. This is the core of how multimedia makes the world smaller. Thus, this realization has made me think more critically about the responsibility that comes with creating multimedia content. Looking ahead at the second half of the course, I am looking forward to exploring how multimedia connects with society on a deeper level. I want to learn how multimedia can be used to tackle social issues, promote inclusivity, or spark positive change. Particularly, I have 2 questions in mind that I want to answer by the end of the course. How can we use multimedia campaigns to address socioeconomic issues that we currently face in this contemporary society? And how can we cultivate a digital realm that is honest, inclusive, and impactful? Overall, my journey in this course has been both challenging and rewarding. From learning practical skills such as working with digital images and applying design thinking to deepening my understanding of multimedia's impact on society. I must confess that I have gained so much already. I cannot wait to explore more about how multimedia shapes the world we live in and how can we use it to make a difference. And just by that, thank you for listening.